What is up, Virgo? How are you guys doing? Guess what time it is? It is time to take a look at your mid-month messages for June 2024. So when I do mid-month messages, what it is that I'm looking for is I'm checking to see if there has been a change of timeline. So as you all should hopefully know by now, I like to give advice in my readings. And if you take the advice and you apply it to your situation, that could potentially change your timelines. And that's the whole reason I give the advice. That's the whole point of it. So that's what we're going to look at here today. For those of you who would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading, check down in the description of this video. You will find a link that'll take you straight to that page on my website, where you can find everything you need to know as far as how to go about doing that. So let's go ahead and jump into this. I'm starting this off with the person that you're interested in. Person that be living in your head rent-free, bruh. Person on Virgo's mind. Let's see. Did timelines change? Ah, shit. Six of Swords. You know what that means, don't you? Looks like you're moving on from this. Well, damn, dog. Damn, dog. Let's see. Why is that? Eight of Pentacles. Uh-oh. Some of you... Okay. So you highly suspect that this person is a lying, deceitful, manipulative little sack of shit. Why do you suspect that? I don't know. I don't know if you're straight up catching this person in a lie, or if maybe their actions and their words and whatnot just aren't adding up. Something's just not adding up here. I don't know. It's not telling me. It's not telling me if you're catching them in a lie, or maybe knowing you're probably sitting there watching their every little move. All right? You're studying their every little action. You're dissecting their words to a science, and you're dissecting this person down to a fucking molecule. And hey, I'm not saying you're not accurate. I'm not saying that. I don't know yet. I haven't looked at their energy yet, but for some reason, you are coming to the conclusion that this person is a sneaky, deceitful, lying little sack of shit. So you're moving on from this. Still feeling unfinished business with them, though. Still kind of hoping that they might come chasing after you, but you're moving on from this. Okay, well, some of you interested in an Aries, possibly. All right, whatever. Let's look at their energy. Let's see, is Virgo accurate? Is that true? Let's look at this person's energy. Keep in mind, with this deck, the two cards that I just showed you were the King of Swords reversed and the Seven of Swords. Let's see if either of those two cards come out again with the other deck. Dude, Seven of Swords. How did I fucking know that was going to happen? And the Five of Swords. This is the sister to the Seven of Swords. They're both sneaky, shady, shitty energies here. And the King of Wands reversed. Close enough, man. For some of you, they're lying about maybe their relationship status. I know this is like super specific, but I have to say it. Some of y'all are finding out this person is already married. Or maybe some of you are finding out that you're a side piece, that they're already in some kind of relationship. I just think that they're lying about their love life. They're either already in a relationship, already married, maybe they got a side piece. I think for the majority of you, though, I think you're finding out that you're the side piece. I'm thinking so. I know that's not all of you, but Yeah, see, this person's a player. King of Wands reversed, Seven of Cups. Playa. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Well, does that need advice then? We got the outcome, and the outcome seems like such common sense that I don't even think that warrants advice, but let's see. Let's just see. I mean, I got to pull the spread. Is there any other advice that Virgo needs? Don't you lose no sleep over a lying sack of shit. I just got done telling Leo something very similar to this. When somebody shows you their true colors, sometimes that can be a hard pill to swallow because we spent all this time painting a picture in our imagination of who we think the person is and who we want them to be. And then we fall in love with that picture we painted in our imagination. And in most cases, and I was just telling Leo the same thing, in most cases, what they do is they grab your hand and they paint the picture for you, right? So they're the ones influencing the picture that you're painting in your mind. And then once you start being handed evidence that proves that the picture you painted in your imagination is false, the immediate knee-jerk reaction for the ego is to get pissed off. And understandably, I'm not saying that that's not justified. What I'm saying, though, is don't let it turn into a battle. Don't let it turn into some drama. Don't do that. When somebody shows you their true colors, and I get it, that can be painful. I mean, I've dealt with people before, romance, friends, family, who their true colors take a long time to bubble up to the surface. And I know what that feels like to spend a long time painting a picture in my imagination of who I think somebody is. And then their true colors pop up a year later, 2 years later. And it's like, oh, so that's who the fuck you are. Oh, okay. All right, then. Later. Deuces. Bye. I have nothing to say to you. I ain't gonna sit and fight with your punk ass. That's my fault. I'm the one that painted the wrong picture in my mind. Cool. When somebody shows you their true colors, accept it. Don't let it turn into a battle. What are we fighting a battle for? Because reality turned out to be something other than what you thought it was? What good is fighting a battle going to do? Fighting a battle isn't going to change the truth. So, Six of Swords again. That's the first card that popped up at the very beginning of this reading. I think you know exactly what to do with this situation. Just don't let yourself lose no sleep and don't beat yourself up for it. That's one thing y'all like to do a lot, my Virgo fam. Y'all like to beat yourselves up over silly ass shit. Forgive yourself for not knowing what you know until you know it. All right. Okie dokie. Now we're going to look at the next person that's actually due to come in. Not necessarily the person that you're thinking about. Not necessarily the person that you're interested in. The next person the universe is bringing into your life, whether you're ready for it or not. Let's see how that situation's looking. Okay, Knight of Coins. Okay, Ace of Cups. Going to be a very, very heavy, intense emotional connection. Very heavy. Very, very heavy. But you're still playing it super, super cool. Oh, see, you're up in your head. See, you don't trust this person. You don't trust this person. You're very, very meticulously, strategically, and methodically looking for red flags. And in your mind, you feel like you're finding red flags. So you're not so quick to trust this person. Really, really intense connection, but you're trying to think through the heavy emotions. Because you don't ever want to let your feelings for somebody pull the wool over your eyes ever again. Because you've done that in the past, haven't you? Especially when you see the best in somebody, right? And, you know, your feelings will just pull the wool over your eyes and, you know, you'll stuff red flags under the fucking rug and shit. You've already done all that. And you ain't trying to do that again, are you? So now, this isn't the end-all be-all gospel of truth yet. But you're suspecting that this might be somebody who doesn't have the best intentions at heart. Well, let's see if you're accurate. Again, let's look at their true energy and their true intentions. Next person coming in. What's this person's true feelings, true energy, true intentions towards Virgo? This person's not a very good communicator. Matter of fact, I would go as far as to say this person is a piss poor communicator. That could indicate lies and dishonesty. Let's see what else comes out. Okay. Ah, devil card. So yeah, this person's very, very, very enthusiastic about a sex-based connection. Let's put it that way. Let's put it that way. This is a slippery one. Are you accurate in the consensus that you are drawing? Yes and no. Are they primarily focused on a sex-based connection? Yes. But are they trying to mislead you and manipulate you? No, they do want a healthy, successful relationship. They just don't know how to communicate. They don't know how to really open up and express how they feel and connect with you at that deep level. They don't know how. Plus, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Some of y'all dealing with somebody that ain't been laid in forever. And you know how that can cloud some people's vision. But I don't think that they actually have bad intentions. I just think they're a horrible communicator. So you're kind of accurate there. Kind of. You're picking up on some truth, but you might be digging into it and overthinking it just a little bit. All right. Well, let's see how it plays out for the first month. How's it playing out for the first month? What's the outcome for the first month? Communication is still horrible, and the trust issues are still kind of there. I'm not seeing you abandoning this, but I'm also not seeing you all getting to that rainbows and unicorns happily ever after. You know, I'm still not seeing it progressing to that level. Not quite. Not quite. So, all right, well, I don't know. I do kind of feel like you have one foot out the door, but you're not walking away just yet. Because while there is a part of you that is becoming more and more and more convinced that this person just isn't taking this seriously, you don't quite have the rock solid, concrete, unequivocal fucking evidence yet. So let's get the advice here. What's the advice? What is the best advice? Okay, so you're already doing this. Don't jump in with both feet. You're not. At some point, and this is the part that's going to be kind of slippery, so I'm just going to let you, I'm going to let you come to this conclusion yourself. At some point, figure out when it is appropriate to express your concerns in a healthy, mature manner, you know? Don't be rude about it. Don't be snippy, snappy, nasty, and shitty about it. Not saying that you will, I just want to put that out there. But at some point, when is it appropriate to start that conversation and express those concerns? Because I'm thinking that if you can play your cards right and lay that conversation on the table appropriately, you might actually be surprised. This person very well may open up and let it be known how they really feel and communicate it more clearly. If not, you might end up pushing them away, scaring them away. So just feel it out. Or, hey, some of you, I can already hear you. Some of you are like, man, I shouldn't have to do all that. I agree. I wouldn't want to do all that either. So if you would really rather not go through all that shit and you want to walk away from it, fine, cool, whatever. Do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. All right. Let's look at the person from the past. Did timelines change between Virgo and the past person? Anything happening? Let's get a general energetic overview between Virgo and the person from the past. Man, right out the gate, dude. Well, if you're wondering whether or not this person is taking it upon themselves to reach out and communicate, it doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. Ten of Wands reversed. Now, I am thinking that this person is waiting for the right opportunity to come forward, though. Now, what does that mean? Usually, in the case in which we're dealing with an ex, especially if it ended badly, my cats are fighting. What y'all doing? Sorry about that. What was I saying? Oh, so especially in the case where it ends badly, what would most exes consider to be a good opportunity to come forward? a vulnerable moment, right? Where you're at a low point in life. So they may be waiting to either see you at a low place in life, wait until you're going through something difficult, like waiting until somebody breaks up with you, waiting until your dog dies, waiting until your grandma's in the hospital, something. But unless they see what they would consider to be a good opportunity, they're not coming forward, because it looks as if you're doing good. Are you? I don't know. Maybe you are, maybe you aren't. But for whatever reason, in their mind, it looks as if you're doing great. Looks like you're doing better now than you was doing when you was with them. All right? So they ain't gonna come forward and talk to you if they suspect that you're doing even better than you were. It's gonna make them look stupid, right? But they are planning what they would say, how they want the conversation to go. So I think that they do have a script written out of what they would like to say to you and how they would like to steer the conversation. I think they spend a lot of time in the shower rehearsing it while they're scrubbing their ass. Hopefully they scrub their ass. Some of y'all dealing with somebody that don't even scrub their ass. Shit. All right, well, let's see how they feel about you at the deepest level. What are their intentions? What are their intentions? What do they want with you? Why are they planning on talking to you? Two more shuffles, two more. Boom, Six of Pentacles reversed. I think they just want to be nosy. All they want to do is be nosy. They're just curious about the status of your love life, because it looks like you've been doing better, but they don't know if that's true or not. And so they want to know whether or not you're actually happy in life. They want to know the status of your love life. They just want to be nosy. They just want to stick their nose up in your business. That's it. They ain't trying to get back with you. They're not trying to show you any emotion. They're still very guarded. They still have their guard up, not wanting to let you in. They just want to be nosy. They just trying to stick their nose up in your business just to be fucking nosy. That's it. For real. That's it. Two of Cups reversed. Okay, well, I think, yeah, they want to be nosy about your love life. They want to know whether or not you're with somebody, whether or not you've been with anybody. If you have been with somebody, they want to know what's going on with that. They just want to be fucking nosy, man. They just want to stick their nose in your business. All right, well, since we got the outcome in the first spread, let's get the advice. Let's get the advice. What's the best advice for Virgo? Would it be a good idea for you to reach out to this person? Should you get closure? What's the best advice? Ooh, damn. You know what that means, right? Walk away. Keep walking. Why? Why keep walking? Because the Nine of Swords, all this person really want to do is play with you, play mind games with you. That's it. they want to paint a false picture in your mind of where they are in life. And they want to make sure that you ain't doing better than them. So they would probably start playing mind games with you. They would start poking, trying to find a soft spot, poking and pushing and poking. And then as soon as they find a soft spot, they're going to take it, twist it, and play with it. Yeah, I think don't let them play mind games with you, dude. Don't do that. Don't do that. And now, okay, so now this is where it gets tricky because there's two groups of you, okay? There's group A, who are dealing with somebody that you just separated from very recently. And then there's group B, dealing with somebody you separated from a while back. I think this is mainly geared towards group A, those of you dealing with somebody that you just separated from recently. So if you and this person just separated recently, especially if it was long term, you know, like if y'all were together 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, something long term, and you just separated recently, I would dedicate no less than the entirety of 2024 to taking a new path and finding healing. No less. No less. Now, if this was a while back, I'm sorry, but you got some more healing to do. I would definitely be working on doing a little bit more healing if I was you. Because if this happened a while back, your number one priority now would be getting some closure. I don't think this message is mainly meant for those of you dealing with somebody that ended a while back. Let me see if I can get an advice spread for those of you dealing with a situation that didn't end recently. What's the advice for the Virgos dealing with a past person they separated from a while back? King of Wands, okay. Hang on. Well, if you reach out to this person, get closure and put your foot down and keep it there, okay? Closure is the first thing you need to do. Send them a closure message. Now, do it with no expectations, okay? Because you have to understand, especially if it ended badly, the likelihood that they're going to cooperate with you and give you closure back is slim. There's a very strong likelihood that if you try to give them closure, they're not going to like that. They're thinking, oh, so you think you're going to move on and be happy, huh? Well, I'm going to do everything I can to try to tear you down. So they're probably going to respond with something nasty, negative, shitty. They're going to try to hit you where it hurts. Shh. Don't respond. Don't respond. Just let them sit with that energy. If you give them closure and they respond with something nasty, if you have to respond, if you must respond, respond with love and light. Don't throw that negative, shitty energy back at them, okay? And then let them sit with that. That's going to change the course of your path, and it's going to sabotage theirs. But you start with that first. Give it 2 or 3 months for that to set in. Now, that's only for those of you dealing with something that ended a while back, okay? All right, well, I feel like those were the messages that my Virgo friends needed to hear, so I am going to go ahead and end this video here. Thank you all once again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget to check down there in the description of this video if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. And I'm out of here now, y'all. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all